Somebody asked me, does that offend you? Well, yeah, it offends me, but who cares? What is it? I'm not going to get cancer because I was offended. For heaven's sakes, be offended. You can have it. We have agency. You can choose to be offended or choose not to be offended. If you're offended, for what? Because somebody looked at you funny or somebody said, oh, that, I tell you the great one is when a girl says, she skinked me out. What does that mean? I don't even like her. Why? Because she skinked me out. Is she offended by that? By the look she gave her? Really what the gal was saying is, dang, you're pretty, and I wish I was as pretty as you are. But that's just not right. Being offended is ridiculous. What are you going to be offended about? I think get some thick skin. Grow some thick skin and just enjoy life, for heaven's sakes. You're not going to get along with everybody. You're not going to agree with everybody. And certainly not everybody's going to agree with you or me for that, as far as that goes. Entitlement. Oh, man, entitlement. What's my job as a parent? What's my job? What should I do and what should I not do? What should I provide? What should I not provide? Let me guess. Let me think. A place to sleep, clothes, good clothes, warm clothes, heat in their bedroom, I think is a good one. Food on the table. That pretty much covers it. Anything else above that is a privilege, I think. So the cell phone's a privilege, the car to drive is a privilege, gas in the car is a privilege, health insurance is a privilege, and all those things I worked my butt off for so my kids could have them. But they're not entitled to them. And then we get a certain age, they ought to be booted to the curb, man. Because I was 17 and a half years old, I was doing my own thing, and I didn't want to go back home. I think we were raised a little different. We coddle everybody, we take care of them, and then the more we help them, the less they respect us, the more they think they're entitled to, and the more they resent us. The more we give them, the more I tell you, I had a great childhood. I had a great childhood. My sister, I have 6 siblings. They think I was abused. I don't remember that part because probably every time I got a licking, I deserved it. But it taught me about respect, and it taught me about honoring our elders and respecting our elders and obeying the rules and the laws. Now, I've probably fractured a few laws in my time and maybe broke a few rules, but I think I paid the consequence every single time. My parents didn't pay the consequence. My siblings didn't pay the consequence. I paid the consequence. So think about it twice before you give an extra cell phone or a new cell phone or that fancy dress for the prom without anything in return, because we're not teaching them anything, like I said earlier. It's a reward-based society. The sooner they learn it's a reward-based society, the better chance they got to succeeding in life. And if we just let them do whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it, and we think that's good parenting, we will destroy them and their self-esteem and their motivation for life. That's just my opinion. Hope you weren't offended too much. The killing of the gorilla at the zoo. Oh, don't get me started. I think the gorilla took better care of the baby than the mother did. How many times did the baby say, I'm going to go get in there, I'm going to go get in there, and the mother didn't do anything? Oh, my heck. And then the poor gorilla has to pay the price. Sad deal. Sad deal. So they say gun-free zone is safe for the kids. Some gun-free zone is safe for the community. Gun-free zone is safe for the business owner. I have to disagree, because if it's a gun-free zone, the only person that has the gun is the bad guy. And you know, I don't carry a gun to protect you. I carry a gun to protect myself from the crazy who shouldn't have the gun in the first place. So gun-free zones, I'm just not a big fan of gun-free zones. That's like hanging up a sign. No guns are here. Come on in. Open up safes in the back. Let me get the combo for you. Doesn't make sense to me. Gun-free zone, really? How does that help anybody? Except it disarms the community, disarms everybody else. The show of force is what we need. You know, I got a sign I'm thinking about putting up in front of the store. Do you know what it's going to say? This is not a gun-free zone. Come on in, but if you bring your gun, you need to know there's others here too. For heaven's sakes, I just don't understand it. People that are safest are the people that are packing. And this is Montana, for heaven's sakes. You better be packing in Montana, because a grizzly bear can come out of the woods. A grizzly bear, but I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about the crazy. He just got out of prison, and he got his mom's gun, and he's on his way over. Anyway, just think about it. But it's up to you. But just think about it. We don't have to agree. And certainly probably won't on a lot of stuff. But at least we'll have the conversation. All kids aren't created equal. Guess what? The Lord said, the good Lord said, I'm going to create you and I'm going to give you equal opportunity. Not equality, equal opportunity. We all have equal opportunity. We all have the opportunity to succeed. We all have the opportunity to win or lose. And if we give everybody a participation trophy because they all participated, guess what? They're going to grow up being a bunch of pansies like we talked about earlier. They think they're going to get in real life, they're going to come to work for somebody like me, and they just want to get paid for just being here because let the other guy do the work. That's not how it works. We're in a reward-based society. The more you do, the more you're rewarded. And yeah, we're going to have struggles. It rains on the rich, it rains on the wicked, it rains on the righteous. It just does. But you know what? Everybody's not created equal. I shouldn't say that. Everybody's created equal. They all have an equal opportunity, but we all have different talents. And I'm okay telling a kid, you know what? You're not very good at soccer. You're not very good at baseball. You're not very good at basketball, but guess what? You're an awesome artist, or you can sing, or you can dance, or you can ride a bike like nobody else, and you can run 5 miles faster than my horse. But guess what? You can't play basketball, so I'm going to cut you. I'm not going to keep you on the team, for heaven's sakes. You want to talk about transgender bathroom policy? We got one. It's called a men's room and a ladies' room, period. You know what? If a transgender guy comes to my store, he's sure welcome to spend his money and buy a car, but he probably ought to go in the men's bathroom, not the ladies. Because if he's in the ladies, we'll throw him out of the store. I know that's not politically correct, and I might make a few enemies, but I'm sorry. That's not America. Men and women were created differently for a reason. So keep the men in the men's bathroom and the women in the women's bathroom. And if I see a little boy walking in a girl's bathroom, I'm going to drag him out of there. I don't care if he's your kid. He's not going to my ladies' bathroom, that's for sure. Trump versus Hillary. Holy smokes. The primary's not even over. Bernie Sanders is still running, but they're still talking about Trump versus Hillary. I don't understand this situation. What's America coming to? I read that the other day that it said 65% of the people over 50 say they're totally masculine. 45 to 60 say there's only about 45% that say they're masculine. And under 45, from 30 to 45, I think that's the age group, said only 30% said they're masculine. Then what are they if they're not masculine? Oh my heck, we're raising a bunch of pansies. So what do they want? They want free stuff and more free stuff. There's nothing free. Somebody has to pay for it. Somebody has to dig in their pocket and pay for it. Nothing's free. Yellowstone National Park. Oh my goodness. People actually walk up to a buffalo, pet it on the head, and think it's okay. They put a baby buffalo in the back of their car because they thought it would be too cold. And then they turned it back into the park ranger saying, oh, here's the baby that was cold in the snow. It's a freaking buffalo. Let it go. And now the buffalo mama won't take the baby back. This is just ridiculous. What's the society coming to? And then we have elk in Yellowstone Park. They're the same place every year when you drive through. They're sitting on the same corner by the same water. But people think they're statues, I guess. They walk up, see them, touch them, want to get their picture taken with them. They're wild animals. Stay away. Where do these people come from? I don't understand. It's a wild animal. For heaven's sakes, run for your lives. The geyser in Yellowstone Park. People are walking through the geyser where it says, do not pass, go. Don't go past this gate. They still climb the gate, climb the fence, walk through the geyser. Do they not know it's the biggest volcano in the world that could swallow up all of America if it went off? And they're walking around the geysers. I don't understand what their mother teach them. They have no respect. They don't follow the laws. I'll bet they're on... Never mind, I'm not going to go there. But anyway, what a great thing. We live in a great country. Let's not abuse the stuff we have. Someday they'll just lock us out. And the only people who get in are the people that break the laws. Bad, bad situation.